the young and the restless spoilers. The air was thick with tension at the Newman mansion as Claire stormed in, her eyes wide with a mixture of fear and determination. The sight before her was heart-wrenching, her adoptive mother, Jordan, bound and subdued, her face a mask of defeat. Tears streamed down Claire's face as she processed the scene. Jordan may have made grave mistakes, but she had also been the woman who had raised Claire, who had been a mother to her in every sense of the word. "Let her go, Victor." Claire's voice broke through the silence, echoing through the grand halls of the mansion. Her words were laced with desperation and defiance. "She's still my mother, no matter what she's done. You can't do this to her." Victor Newman, the patriarch of the Newman family, stood unmoved by her pleas. His gaze was cold and unwavering as he faced Claire. "Calm down, Claire," he commanded, his voice a low rumble of authority. "This isn't about you. This is about what she did to you. Jordan tried to kidnap you, locked you in that warehouse. If Victoria hadn't found you in time, you would be dead now. Don't you remember that?" Claire did remember. The memory was seared into her mind, the cold, dark warehouse, the fear that had gripped her heart, and the relief she had felt when Victoria had burst through the door to save her. But despite all of that, she couldn't reconcile the woman who had raised her with the one who had committed such a heinous act. Jordan's betrayal was a wound that still bled, but it was one that Claire couldn't let fester into hatred. "Revenge won't solve anything, Victor," Claire sobbed, her voice trembling. "I don't want my mother to die. You can't just compare her to anyone else in this family. She's made mistakes, terrible ones, but she's still a person. She deserves to live. Let the police handle it. They'll punish her for what she's done. Just please, let her go." Victor's face twisted with anger and frustration. He couldn't understand why Claire was defending the woman who had put her life in danger. "She's a monster, Claire," he spat. "Why can't you see that? She doesn't deserve your mercy. She's nothing like anyone in this family. Stop trying to make her out to be something she's not." Claire's hands shook as she reached for a gun on the nearby table. She didn't want to use it, but she felt she had no choice. She had to protect Jordan, even if it meant standing up to the man she had once respected. "Give me the keys, Victor," she demanded, pointing the gun at him. "Let her out and take her to the hospital. She needs help, and the police will deal with her." "But I'm not leaving without her." Victor's eyes narrowed, and for a moment, the room was deathly silent. Then, with a growl of rage, he turned away. "Fine," he snapped. "Take her. But know this, Claire, you are no longer welcome in this family. Get out of here. You're not a Newman anymore." Claire's heart shattered at his words, but she stood firm. She had made her choice. She moved quickly, unlocking Jordan's restraints and helping her to her feet. Jordan was weak, but she managed a grateful smile through her tears. "Thank you, Claire," she whispered. "I'm so sorry for everything." Claire nodded, unable to speak past the lump in her throat. Together, they left the mansion, stepping out into the cool night air. As they made their way to the car, Claire's mind was a whirlwind of emotions. She had lost her place in the Newman family, but she had saved the woman who had raised her. It was a bitter victory, but one she knew she wouldn't regret. Inside the car, Claire glanced at Jordan, who had fallen into a fitful sleep. She started the engine and drove towards the hospital, her thoughts racing. The future was uncertain, but for now, she had done what she believed was right. She had chosen compassion over vengeance, love over hate. And as they sped down the dark road, Claire hoped that one day, Victor and the rest of the Newman family would understand her decision. In the days that followed, the fallout from the confrontation at the Newman mansion was immense. News of the incident spread quickly, causing ripples of shock and disbelief throughout Genoa City. The Newman family was divided, with some members supporting Victor's harsh stance while others sympathized with Claire's act of mercy. At the hospital, Jordan received the medical attention she desperately needed. Her injuries were severe, but she began to recover slowly. The police were notified, and Jordan was placed under arrest, facing charges for her crimes. Claire remained by her side, determined to see her through the ordeal. Despite the estrangement from the Newmans, Claire found solace in the support of her friends and the few family members who understood her actions. Victoria, in particular, stood by Claire, offering her unwavering support.